I would hear Mrs. Walker, Mr. McBee, Martha Thomas, Mrs. Allen, even my wife, Yvonne, well, County Councilwoman Yvonne Conwell. Gotta say that when I'm out, you know.
That's right, that's right.
In my ear about that we need a grocery store. And I would see people taking the bus, our senior citizens and people with disabilities, they had to take a bus route to Severance or to Days, miles away, and in the winter time or when it was raining so that they could feed themselves. And they had to beg people to take them somewhere. But when we had a grocery store here 5, almost 6 years ago, all they had to do was walk to a neighborhood grocery store. And we had people working in the community in this area right here, at this grocery store, where they were able to take care of their families, had good jobs, it killed idle hands, crime was down. This grocery store also fed off other businesses in the community like Hot Sauce Williams, McBee, you had your dry cleaners, Green's Barbershop, the Roots Barbershop, all of that. This store here was our economic engine in this area. And we are today so glad to have it back. So I want to thank you. Being in here right now is very, very emotional for me, and a lot of residents have told me it's emotional for them. Because they remember shopping here. They remember shopping here. You already know Civilized. They'll be over there, their area over there, with the grocery store. They're over there, we'll have fresh fruits, vegetables, and they're gonna hire people from the community. And we'll get at least 40 jobs over there for residents in the community for Civilized. And this way they'll be able to take care of their families, and that's a good thing. Because when people are working, the entire community benefits. The other spot here, we will at least have 80 jobs in this area right here. But not only the jobs, this brings us opportunities and resources. This place here, Foreman Mills, remember Value City when we were here? The same kind of niche as Value City. The same kind of setup as Value City that we had over there on Lakeshore that left us. But we have the first in Ohio. My wife, County Councilwoman Yvonne Conwell, and I gotta get that right. We went to Detroit. You were right there to meet with Foreman Mills to bring them here. This is the first in Ohio. The first in Ohio is right here. Right here. Their culture and their niche fit right in with our community. They're in Detroit, in neighborhoods just like this. It's the economic engine for the neighborhood. You know, I went there, I saw it. College students, everyone. As a matter of fact, their clothes is just as good as Value City, but you know what? The pricing is a little bit lower. It fits right in with our niche. It fits right in with our culture. They're good neighbors. They're going to work with us. They'll work with the community, and they're not just here to sell things. They blend in with the culture of the community. I got a chance to get an up-close view, and I have a sensitive ear about that because I went there to see. I had to see for myself. University Circle is a stimulus package in the city of Cleveland. Mr. McBee and I talk about that all the time. He told me that when I first got in office. But University Circle, you see everybody goes there, but you know what? They bypass the other part of Ward 9, our neighborhood. But the only way that we can get a ripple effect, you know how you throw a pebble into the pond, and then it spreads out, ripple effect, and that energy from the pebble, well, that's the energy over there at University Circle. So, making Wade Park strong, making Asbury strong. You see over there, we're going to start with storefront renovations on Asbury Wednesday. When Juan Davis is there, all of that will be fixed up on Asbury. You see the new street over there on Asbury. You see the banners over there on Asbury. It's to pull people from University Circle to Wade Park to Asbury. Now this money over here is President Barack Obama's money. This is stimulus money. And you see residents from the community even working on that project so we can have roads, curbs, Sidewalks, no more grass growing out of sidewalks anymore. New lighting, had it clean and nice. Isn't that right, Mr. McBee? Then you see the storefronts at Green Barbershop. Every time, think about it, every time this summer you went down Superior, you saw someone either painting their building or something new happening on Superior. You saw that. You had Green Barbershop, you had the Roots. We just did a building, but we just went with your building. Right over there, it's right next to the, so that way when they see that it's nice and clean, people will come from University Circle and they will shop on Superior. We need to make this a business district so that we can hire people from our community, and that's how you keep climbing out, and that's how the housing will get better. It starts right here, the economic engine right here today. This man right here believed in us, and he hired at least 7 residents of our ward that they're helping to build and to rehab this place. At least 7 residents of our ward is working on this project, and they're on the project team. He reached out and he hired them, and they're taking care of their families. They're not out there in the streets. And I sent them up here to see him, and Mark Jablonski hired them.
Good afternoon, Ward 9. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me. And I'm putting up the drywall after this. That's why I'm dressed in this attire. I'll tell you a few little things about your Councilman Kevin Conwell. I became council president 5 years and 3/4 or 9 months ago. I went to each of my colleagues, give me your #1 priority, I want to see what's happening. Kevin could have took me to Severance. Kevin could have took me to Glenville to watch those Tar Brothers. He took me here by myself, all boarded up, saying, sweetie, we got to get this thing done. We know what a grocery store means to a community.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to share some startling statistics. Right now, 23.5 Americans, including 6.5 children, live in what we call a food desert. In Glenville, which is wards 8 and 9, over 48,000 residents live in this food desert. No more. Our First Lady, Michelle Obama, has spoken out about this problem on a national level, but our local elected officials here, such as Mayor Frank Jackson, Council President Marty Sweeney, I don't say Martin, I always say Marty Sweeney, Councilman Joe Zimmerman, has played a major role involving our issue of concern in Cleveland of this food desert. Let's give them a hand.
Yeah.
I am very proud. I had just a small part in how I played in bringing this project together. And I have to give kudos to Councilman Conwell because since Tops closed in 2004, this has been a monumentous project, one thing after another. People don't know you had to clean this site up. It was gasoline underneath. It was a lot to just prepare it in order to begin to find somebody that was willing to invest their dollars. And we found somebody that was willing to invest their dollars, but then you had to bring the business. Who wanted to actually put some stakes down in this community? And Kevin Conwell was the champion for that. He brought that all here and made it possible, not for me or him to benefit, but for our heart to see what our community is actually going to be fruitful with, jobs. We're not looking at a blighted, torn down, graffiti building. This is a beautiful event today, and we're just around the corner. It will all come to reality, and you'll come back and please bring your cameras back and kind of maybe splice this tape and say, this is how it looked before the jobs got here, but this is what it looks now with people actually working here. So remember to do that.
I'm right here with Mr. Rick Foreman, the president and CEO of Foreman Mills. The first store,
Yes.
Man, wow, that's something that.
Yeah, we're in 7 states right now. We're in Chicago. We're actually 30 stores. We started in Philadelphia. And we've been Ohio. I just happened to take a plane here and they drove me through the neighborhoods. I saw a lot of houses